So my love for music has been one that I have had. Honestly, there's no way to really describe the beginning because I've had it since I was a kid. I can remember being in elementary school and having these wild and crazy thoughts of, what would it be like to have a band and tour the world and play music and have people look up to you and have fans and write music that inspires people. Little did I know that that would be one of the scariest and most exciting decisions I could ever decide to make. So I was originally born in Winnipeg, Manitoba. I was born 4 months early. I could literally fit in the palm of probably my own hand because of how small I was. The possibility of me surviving was very low. And recently I had found out a couple years ago that I only have one working vocal cord, which shocks people a lot of the time as well when they ask me, how do you even talk? How do you sing? How do you do anything? And my response to that is, it's honestly a miracle, and I will never truly have the answer, but I personally believe that it was God saying, okay, I'm gonna give you this gift and I want you to do something with it. I have something for your life. So that's where I'm at. I can remember being a kid in junior high especially, and being bullied and teased a lot because of my voice and because of, being a year or two older than everyone and struggling with acne and doing all the great stuff that you have to go through as a teenager. And while simultaneously being asked year after year, what are your plans for your life? What are your career goals? And when people would say it's ultimately up to you, and I would say I have a love and a passion for music, and that's what I'm planning on doing. Little did I understand that it would come with as much negative response and hate as it did. But I believe that you can take those negative responses and those comments and turn them into something positive, which ultimately I've done. And it's been one of the most life-changing experiences I've ever decided. Throughout all of high school, I struggled with friendships. I struggled with, fitting in. Of course, when it comes to, trying to be the in crowd, you're never really supposed to fit in. You're supposed to be your own person. But a lot of the time, that can be lonely because you're trying to decide who you are as a person and what you really want to do. The choice of doing music honestly came from so many incredible musicians who I have looked up to over the years. Manifest, Skillet, Simple Plan, Dan Bremnes, a whole bunch of incredible and amazing artists and musicians who I've grown up listening to and had the pleasure of meeting, have given me the hope and the drive that I've needed to continue, no matter what people say, no matter what people might think about my career decision. The music that I write is from the perspective of my own life and my own journey, and also the experiences and the stories of people who I've met along my journey, friends or just acquaintances who I've heard their story, and I've been so impacted by their words that I've written songs for them without really telling them. But I actually wrote a song, one of my songs called Changed. I originally wrote it on a plane ride back home from Jamaica when I was in grade 11, and I dedicated it to a little girl who I had met in Mandeville in a children's home. And It's honestly one of my favorite songs to perform, and it was one of my favorite songs to record. When it comes to the music aspect and the creative process, it's definitely an interesting experience. A lot of the time, inspiration will strike me at random moments, or I'll go through a really weird hiatus where I just can't seem to get the words out, or I just can't seem to find inspiration to write a song, or I have something in my head and I just can't get it out, or I can't get it on paper. But I believe that the experiences that I've had in life and the people that I've met and the things that have been said to me have definitely impacted who I am as a person. Throughout a majority of my life, I struggled with depression, self-acceptance, and just trying to decide who I was as a person, with all the negativity from my own career choices of saying it's a dumb idea, you're not gonna make it, and trying to decide what is my purpose, what am I here for. And those experiences and those times where a lot of my music has stemmed from. And I personally believe that when it comes down to the choices and the choice that I've made to use this as a career, I may not become a millionaire, I may not have millions of fans, I may not play the biggest festivals, I may play cafes or showcases the rest of my life, but as long as I can write music that inspires people and helps them through the dark times they may be having, I've done my job.